Hello everybody, my name is Yoji Gamer and welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. Don't mind the background, by the way. It's just to be honest, I think this is the last bit of happiness we will get out of this game because look, as the thumbnail as the title of this video says, playtime is over. The horror has begun. Now we're getting into the horror part of the game, okay? So no more poems, no more romance. From now on, it's just gonna be pure psychological fucking horror, okay? I even looked at the files. I even looked in the files here, just seeing things, and I found this. Happy thoughts, except that the A in happy has been replaced with an X, and the O in thoughts has been replaced with an X, and it looks like this. Yeah, like what the fuck? When did this get here? Attributions. Note of Sans. Sans, everybody. Sans is here. Yeah, So, I don't know when that picture got there, but, I don't like it. So, let's jump into the game. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. This title screen is going to get so broken. So, also, another thing, just to remind you, it's not really a reminder, but look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not ready for this. If you remember back when I played Resident Evil 3, I got scared. A lot. So, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to handle this, because back in Resident Evil 3, I could defend myself. That's what I like about the Resident Evil games. They are scary, but you can defend yourself, which makes it so it's like you can, you know, breathe. But here, you can't do none of that. Because, yeah, this is not Resident Evil. You can't defend yourself. You can just watch. And that's why I don't really like horror, like, as a genre overall. Like, games and movies. Okay, at least games. Because you can't really defend yourself in most horror games. That's why I like Resident Evil so much. Okay, you know what? Enough of me rambling. Let's just get into it. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I would be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Georgie! Wait, hold up. Where's the music? Oh my god, the music's gone. Oh god, the music's gone. That makes it... I mean, it's nice to see you here again, Monica. But the music's gone. That's unsettling. Georgie, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Oh, come on, man. You couldn't have made it yourself. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Oh, Monica, you did this. You game-breaking bitch! You did this! You did all of this! You're behind everything! You did this! Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. Player, MC, whatever the hell your name is, come on. Come on, man. Come on. Why you do this? You'd think that days on this important you'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what's you didn't remember it right off the bat? Come on. This is why I do not like the main character in the game. That's why I don't like him. But I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful. Yeah, you should, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. It took you this long to realize it. Wow. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Yeah, you should feel fucking awful. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Georgie. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? You know, Monica, you don't know that I know, but you're kind of making it obvious that you know something, yet you know something is going on. By saying that because you were not there. You were not there. So how would you know anything about our exchange? Monica, you know about that? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. That's your excuse? That's your excuse? But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? No, she did not. That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry, I probably know a lot more than you think. Well, so do I, Monica. So take it! Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, you're not gonna like what happens next, buddy boy. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page. Isn't there supposed to be an apostrophe here? Giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. Oh god, here we go. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. It's not exactly a poem. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stopped. Oh, wait. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Oh, God. Monica, what did you tell her? Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Well... what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Georgie? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different. Oh, you don't say! You don't say! This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quickened my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a bit harder for Sayori. Yeah, you should. You should have. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. You could say that, yes. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Well, guys, for those who don't know yak shit about Doki Doki Literature Club, get ready for a shock. That's all I'm going to say. Get ready. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have her have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Here we go. The fuck? Oh god, it's glitching. Oh wait, what the fuck? I'm not doing this. Oh, the game is breaking. What the? An expectation? What the fuck? Game script. The character. What's the music? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her that I know what's best and that... the music in the background! And that everything will be okay. But why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. Shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed all... Should I go back? She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to make her... I thought it was for the best! She literally... Look! What the fuck? Look! The first thing I did... First, I picked... I will be your dearest friend! But no, that apparently just made it worse! Because she laid down on the ground and screamed! Like, what game? What do you want me to do? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Are you sure about that? I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 The end? This game is not suitable for children. Those are easily disturbed. Oh, the fuck? Oh, I see what you're doing. Sayori has been replaced with a glitched together version of these three sprites. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Even the title is just broken. Start a new game. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better of running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. What the it's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Yep, the game is trying to fix itself. Kind of like Space-Time when the hand erases it, like swipes with its hand and erases Space-Time. It kind of like stitches itself back together. It feels like that's kind of like what the game is doing right now. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever and is over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Georgie? Oh, what the? Vodka? Glitched there for a second. Oh my goodness, I didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Yep. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Aha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I would much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature... The fuck? A literature club? Why did it... Okay, I can understand when it's glitching whenever Sayori is supposed to appear, but why did it glitch there? I don't get it. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. Hey, shut the fuck up! Literature is awesome! As long as it's, you know, the right books. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, it is. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Georgie. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Georgie, you know that? Thanks. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica. I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! What the fuck? And I brought a guest with me. Stop doing that! Stop. For the love of God. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Georgie. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. Not you, Natsuki, but hello, Yuri. So, I ran into Yuri in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Georgie? I can't really do different voices, but I can give them like different speeds. Like, Yuri talks like the slowest. And that's, yeah. You know what, it doesn't matter. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. I'm just waiting for the next glitch to appear. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Georgie, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh. Yeah, you do not make Yuri sad, you hear me? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I have a feeling this is going to get a lot darker than, like, when she said it the first time. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, the level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Like Game of Thrones. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I would expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Wait, last time you said you didn't expect it because she's such a gentle person. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Why are you looking at me? Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. I mean, that's true. Good life advice. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. Can't speak today. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Yorji? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Yoji. Wait, what? The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Georgie? Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
Georgie, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Georgie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me.
You feel your sins crawling on your back.
Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, next glitch. Here we go, next glitch. You have unlocked a special poem, would you like to read it?
Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins on the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Wait, what the fuck? Who wrote this? Okay. Let's go for Yuri again. Unrestrained. Intellectual. Eternity. Uncontrollable. Vibrant. Heaven sent. Unrequited. Imagination. Landscape. Daydream. Contamination. Vivacious. Determination. Vertigo. Tragedy. Electricity. One incongruent. Analysis. Kowalski analysis. Cry. Agonizing. Perfect Yuri! First time. Why wasn't it this easy last time I did it? Hi again, okay. Hold on, gotta check how much time I left. Okay, still got time left. Hi again, Georgie. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, the glitches. Even if they don't make any sounds, it's still just see like Yuri with no. Oh god, that freaked me out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Georgie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, what the? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come and hang out or what,
But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
I mean, you're all just gonna glitch out on me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hey, Natsuki has a... Monica, you're covering the screen. I can't see the dialogue. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the cleaning room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Why was Monica covering the text? Was that... Maybe that was actually an unintentional, non-intentional bug. Huh. Or not. I'm sorry, Georgie. Why does it... Is it just me, or is the whole classroom tilted? I mean, it probably was tilted from the beginning for just perspective, but it feels more tilted now. I'm sorry, Georgie. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Oh, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? It feels something about the screen is just... I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Something is off about the screen, and it's making my head spin. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh yeah, I knew it. The whole screen. I knew it. Look, it changed back. The whole screen was tilted. I knew something was off. I was like, is it just me, or is the whole thing just tilted? Now I know. Yeah, it was. Ugh. Oh god. That was literally making my head spin. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Wait. Yuri, why is your... Wait, is your eye moving? Yuri, your eye is moving! I wanted to reread some... Why is your eye... Oh god! Why is it moving? Oh god, it moved back. Thank god. Not for any particular reason. Oh god, that was so freaky. Did you see that? It was like her eye was slowly moving off. What the hell? Oh god, I was not ready for this. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
basically it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Jesus. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Ah, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Georgie?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories. Those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive and on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil,
but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly
I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. You're just glitching out. Don't worry about it. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
Oh god.
When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts,
my whole body gets
I kind of forgot to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange.
Look, just don't let your eye freak out again.
And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. Just don't glitch. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Oh, what the oh, Jesus! Oh! Yeah, yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... Oh my god, this time, now that it actually had a sound effect, it made it 10 times worse.
Okay, you know what? I should save. What? Wait, oh, my saves are gone. Oh my... No, god damn it, all my saves are gone. No, my saves are gone. My saves are gone. No, my saves are gone. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
I was just bathing in the feeling of... Yuri, you... Wait. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right?
I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open.
Oh, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Oh god, it's gonna break, it's gonna glitch, it's gonna fucking glitch. Oh god, I know it, it's gonna glitch.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I'm just looking for anything that's out of place. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I glance over at Yuri's face again and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna check how much time I have left. Okay. I'm gonna have to end the video soon.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it on her own thumb.
Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh god. Look at, oh god, Yuri, girl, what's with that expression?
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry.
Oh god. I wasn't ready for this.
Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never. Oh god, there it is again. Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading.
You can rest if you're feeling sick or something.
Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.
Oh god. What on earth was that about?
Georgie? Did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
No. Oh, no, not really. It's just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so. I mean, if she goes all like... She goes like...
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
If she would do that sometimes, then that should be alarming.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we would get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my... Look, I have the feeling that... Look, I have a feeling that something is going to, things are going to start breaking here. And I've already had enough this episode, enough glitches and jump scares and just bullcrap. I've had enough bullcrap. Okay? I need a moment to process. So, I'm gonna end this episode here. If you liked it, please like the video, because I want to finish this game, but man, oh god, all this terror just makes me so tired. And if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload my next video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.